So at MightyFly, we are providing an expedited delivery service via a network of automated hubs and autonomous cargo aircraft.
Oh, there you go. There's your screen. Okay, you can keep going. Sorry about
That's all right. So we're providing expedited delivery service via a network of automated hubs and autonomous cargo aircraft that carry up to 500 pounds and have a range of 600 miles. They're hybrid, so they can do as many takes off and landing as we have gas. We have a lot of customers excited about our technology and how we're bringing and revolutionizing the logistics field. So far, we got a letter of intent from Australia. A little more about the team. We also have Scott Parker. He has a background working in aerospace and in drones and worked in 7 companies, designed about 12 aircraft. He knows the whole hardware gamut from design into manufacturing. Then we have a team of advisors. John is advising us in logistics with a long career in FedEx as VP. Steve is advising us in business development. He started about 4 companies through his career. And then Mike is advising us in aerodynamic with more than 40 years at Boeing and Lockheed Martin. So the problem of moving is a very large problem, a problem that a lot of people are suffering from. Businesses are paying a lot of money in storage and lead time. Rural areas are suffering sometimes from barely just getting medical products in time. And then COVID came in and showed us that the logistics solutions are simply incapable of meeting the demand. And they're putting people's life at risk. So we need autonomous solutions. So MightyFly is offering an expedited delivery service, and we're going to start by providing that network in both Australia and the US, and then move from that. The delivery service is low cost and is provided with an aircraft that has a speed of 150 miles, has a range of 600 miles, and a cargo capacity of 500 pounds. The aircraft can do multiple deliveries in the same flight. For example, the plane can take off from San Francisco, go through all type of terrain, go all the way to Las Vegas, make many deliveries, and move forward to the next city. And a key secret of our solution is with the autonomy and the low infrastructure, our prices will compete with everybody's prices. They're cheaper while providing a faster delivery. And this is a very large market. The target is at least estimated to be 60 billion. And the service addressable market of MightyFly is 10 billion. We are going to start with the rural market, and this is a strategic entry, and that is estimated to be about 50 million. And how are we achieving these deliveries? So we're designing an aircraft with eVTOL capability and a gas for long range. This aircraft is hybrid, so we can have as many takes off and landing as we need, and it is designed based on Part 135. So we have a very easy integration into the US. We started first by developing a prototype and developing the autopilot end-to-end to perform autonomous deliveries. We've flown this prototype for about 50 flights in the Half Moon Bay Airport, and we're working with the San Mateo County and with the FAA to perform these test flights. Then we moved from that to design our MVP. To the left, we have the CAD drawing, and to the right, we have the build in progress. We're planning to fly the MVP in just about 2 months. And the MVP carries about 100 pounds. In terms of the competition, nobody out there has built and provided a service with such capabilities, capable to completely bring a new solution into the market and drop the prices. So customers are very excited about our product. Queensland government in Australia gave us a letter of intent. UPS mentioned that our value proposition is unique and unprecedented. So we will start with a delivery service in Australia, servicing a group of islands that currently get 1 delivery per week. We are going to provide them same-day delivery and deliveries to each one of these islands. The communities are very excited about our service. It will help their economy. It will help improve their life. Later on, we will scale through the rest of Australia and enter the US. Following is our milestones. So far, we performed an autonomous delivery and we got a letter of intent from Australia and designed our MVP. Currently, we're raising a seed round to go all the way to performing a delivery service in Australia and getting our first revenue. Afterwards, we will scale both in the US and Australia, get a growing recurring revenue and operating profits. And this is how our revenue and profit is going to grow through time. The first couple of years, we will really work on making a robust product. And then after Series A, we're really going to scale in profit and revenue. So we're currently raising a 1.5 seed round. We have a team ready to join, and we're very excited to go and deliver our first pilot delivery service in Australia in 21. So I know I went a little bit too fast through all these slides. There's a lot of information out there. Would love to tell you more about it. Please contact me at manal@mightyfly.com so we can schedule a full-on pitch session. And for now, I think we have a couple minutes for some Q&A.
Great, thanks all. Okay, awesome. Okay, sorry about that. Technology. Hey, why we're all here. Manal, thanks. A quick question from Lena and Greaves. Would love to know if there's anything in particular that makes your aircraft unique.
So what makes our aircraft unique, first is the capabilities of the aircraft and of the full service that we're offering. We're not simply automating the aircraft, we're automating the whole delivery process end to end. Our vision, which is patent pending, is a delivery service that integrates in an autonomous way with a warehouse, providing deliveries that can come in through the nose of the aircraft in an autonomous way and load this aircraft. Then these packages can also unload through either the nose or the belly of the aircraft. The full system is patent pending, and in terms of the aircraft itself, the aircraft can carry about 500 pounds and has a range of 600 miles. And so far, nobody has able to provide a service with an aircraft with such capabilities. And these capabilities really enable us to bring down the prices because we can perform multiple deliveries in the same route. So we're building on top of how the current logistics work. We have a van going and doing the milk run, performing multiple deliveries. We're performing the same, but through air, which is faster, cheaper because of the automation, and also way more streamlined. The whole service is currently patent pending.
Great. One last question from Susanna Morsi. She had a couple. Your ideal customer, is it the enterprise? Is that essentially B2B?
So we are targeting enterprise. We're also targeting consumers. Pretty much when we're going after logistics, everybody needs deliveries. So we're seeing ourselves as the next FedEx and UPS that is targeting expedited deliveries. And currently we are targeting, I would say, a variety of, we're going for after businesses, consumers, and also government. And our first contract with the Australian government is more of a B2G.
Great. Thank you so much. Again, in case people missed it, thank you for your patience on the tech difficulties. It's never going to be a perfect world these days. Again, I'm Kate Brodock, CEO of Women 2.0, founding partner of the W Fund. We do a whole bunch with women founders, which is why we're here. Let's move on to our next company. We've got Brenda at Bumblebee. Brenda, if you would like to kick it off.
Hi, everyone. Okay, just 1 second. It is my pleasure to be here in front of you and such a great presentation. I'm excited for the company. So I'm Brenda Halley. I am the co-founder and the CEO of Bumblebee. My background, I am a marketeer. I'm from Mexico City, but now I live in Washington, D.C. And I turned into being a data scientist. And when I was a data scientist, well, I'm a data scientist still, but like submerging myself in the data science space, I realized that there was a huge business opportunity, and that's why I created Bumblebee. So I will talk a little bit about my company with you. So Bumblebee is a data preparation platform that helps you to speed 10x the data preparation process in a spreadsheet-like interface. So what's the problem? The problem is that 93% of the businesses, they turn the data into dark data. Dark data means that is data that is never used. And that's a huge problem because we cannot see how data is gold if that is not turned into an insight at the right time. But still, in all this data process, the data preparation takes from 60 to 90% of the time. It's not the machine learning, it's not the visualization, it's the data preparation. And a lot of this data preparation comes with repetitive work. So you need to do the same thing over and over and over again. And it's 2020, we need to automate that. So that's why I created Bumblebee. So my realization is that if I solve the biggest bottleneck in the data, in any data project, the world will change because I'm improving how the data usage, and that 93% of data won't go into dark data. So our purpose is provide that, the ability to understand just in a couple of clicks. One thing that I realized when I learned how to code is that we have two different types of users, the users that prepare the data in Excel and they don't know how to code, and the users that know how to code and they can speed up the data preparation. But there is nothing really compelling there in the middle for a user. So that's how sort of our prototype looks like. Now is way more developed than this. Actually, next week I'm launching a new version of my product, but it's fully focused into data preparation. So what does it mean? It means that no more code, it's just clicks and drag and drops. And we automate the workflows, meaning that once you have a data recipe, you can just replicate that data recipe in a fast environment. So I want to introduce you with Sharad. Sharad is the research director here in Washington, DC. He promotes a lot of laws related with trade, but he is not a tech savvy person, but still he needs to analyze a lot of data because now laws are being passed through data. A lot of his work and his analysis work is spending to cleaning the data and then just figuring out the insight. And a lot of this is repetitive. So Sharad is right now using Bumblebee, and it has shortened his time. And his favorite feature is the workflow. So he can just prepare one data recipe once and he repeats that. And we do this, Bumblebee does that for him. So our traction right now with this new launch of our product, we are aiming to have 100 freemium users. And after 6 months in a 40% growth from to 50 users and then 250 users in 12 months. Our business model, we have one freemium version and we have a pro version. The pro version is $50, and we are emphasizing here a lot in this $50 per month that it's improving the 70% of the time. It's really making people productive. Our target market is small and medium businesses and early stage startups. This is the market size, which means that the market size for Bumblebee is 3.5 million. This is just in data preparation tools. But if we add the people that are focusing and are using spreadsheets that they also prepare data on spreadsheets, we are adding an additional 10 billion. These are our competitors. Most of the competitors actually they're really complex because they're more enterprise focused. We are focused in making things simple, making things faster, and just focusing the small and medium business. So no one is focusing just in the small and medium businesses. Yeah. This is the founding team. So I'm the CEO, data scientist, and I have a background in marketing and sales. And he's Argenis is my co-founder. He's based in Mexico, and he has a lot of experience. He's a genius in machine learning, and he is like the brain behind this, and we really complement each other. We have also team distributed now that is working remotely. So part of our key partnerships, we have a partnership with NVIDIA. If this is a little bit more technical, but in the usage of GPUs are still really expensive. So our partnership with NVIDIA help us to have a compelling product with a competitive price. And also they are developing libraries exclusive for GPU usage, and we are developing that with them. What are we looking for? We are looking for 1.5 million in seed funding, but we don't want to close it right now. So we are looking for that for the future. So if that's something that is interesting for you, and also we are looking for strategic partnerships. And thank you so much. I'm ready for your questions.
Great, thank you, Brenda. Questions can be popped into chat. While people are populating those, I'll throw you a quick one. Can you talk a little bit about the competitor set in this arena a little bit more?
Of course. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, so most of the competitors are actually enterprise-based, and the tickets that they're aiming, they're actually, they look for companies that are above, they're making revenue above $10 million, because they're not interested in these small and medium businesses. So that's something, or even individual contributors, like a consultant in data science, they're not looking, because you cannot afford one license of them. Their licenses are more like 1,000 to really expensive. So that's mostly our competitors. And the other thing, they have been in the market for a very long time, meaning that for them, innovation is not as agile as needed. So when we are working with the startups, they don't understand the startup world that much, because they work with large corporations.
Great, thank you. And one quick question of clarification. This comes from Chris Baum, who also says nice presentation. How many current users do you have? Was it the 100 current, or was the 100 your goal in terms of users?
It's 100 our goal. Right now in current users, in this launch of the product, we have 20 users. For our launch and how we are framing the things, I think we will be over 100, but I prefer to say 100 right now.
Great, thank you, Brenda. We are gonna pop on over.
Thank you.
For Cleopatra, Stephanie. Yep. Thank you, Brenda. Stephanie, if you are ready, let's hear about Cleopatra, please.
Okay, I'm ready. Thank you. Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm CEO of Cleopatra Venture. I'm both. I'm a nerd and I'm an entrepreneur. I love to study electrical engineering with hardware and radio communication and software. Audi recognized my leadership character, and I get the responsibility of a large European venture-like project, including budget, personal and technical lead. And that's my domain. As CEO, I will bring Cleopatra to the next level and launch it as a Born Global. So I will show you the presentation. Okay. Okay. Unleash Future is a think tank of highly gifted people. We are a decentralized organization, and we face the problem that we have to share confidential data. If you want to do so, you have two options. You can use encrypted emails, that's very complex, or you have to use a third party. But there's a growing distrust in third parties. What happened with my data and to use it? And many B2Bs are not allowed to use clouds like law and tax. And if all data are at one point, it's a prime target for hackers. And the third problem is when all the data are at one point, you have to synchronize all your devices and your devices of your friends, and that's causing a bandwidth lag. We first recognized it, or we see it in the COVID-19 lockdown. The bandwidth is not enough. So we have these three problems, and we have one solution. We have Cleopatra. It's quite easy. The data stays with you, and only you decide who can work with your data and with you. Okay, and which data you want to share. Okay, it's a peer-to-peer communication, and it's perfect with two persons. And yes, sure,